It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Washington Commanders on Monday night.
Just a little ways east from the nation's political arena. We're in a much different type of arena here. Commanders Field in Landover, Maryland. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Hewitt. I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you got quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over him for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
Set to go is the kicker, Ramiz Ahmed. And we're off and running from Landover. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down quickly right inside his own 10. So the Saints offense taking over for the first time here. And then brought out by the second rounder who's been climbing the leaderboard since 2014 at a Fresno State, Derek Carr.
One thing you can always trust about Carr is to give you a lot of games and a whole lot of numbers as a starter each and every season. He's just got a lightning-quick release. I love watching him throw a football, but he's not gotten a lot of chances at postseason moments. And time is not on his side.
What now?
Looking to throw right away. He rolls to his right. He tucks it and takes off. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And the nice pickup ends beyond the 35 as he goes out. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. First down, ball at the 36. Carr to the air now. He's on the move. He's calling his own number again. Gets up and over a man. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
When a play breaks down, every once in a while, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on that ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that one.
Now Carr, buying some time right. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. He makes the catch. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I have loved this opening script. Aggressive, taking your shots. You know, the numbers tell you get an explosive play on a drive. In the NFL today, you're typically going to score. With that shot down the field, well, they're knocking on the door in the red zone.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. The nose of the football inside the 1. Here's 2nd and goal. Gonna keep this one and go. And he's brought down at the line. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. And he's brought down for a loss.
Any tackle for loss hurts, Kate. But they hurt that much more from a defensive back. Those guys typically are better in coverage. We've got to find a way to make a miss in the backfield.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th. And he runs this one in for the touchdown. The Saints finish up an excellent opening series. Derek Carr with the touchdown. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
That one right down the middle. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. And he tried to finesse that one far too much. It doesn't come close to the landing zone, so set this drive up at the 40. He is shaking his head, and he's going to be wondering about that kickoff for a while. Couldn't keep it in the field of play, and that offense gets a gift to begin this drive.
Automatic first down.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Come on, set.
Option give here. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Stephanie, let go.
Back-to-back carries here. And he drives it up past the 45. It'll be a gain of 5. They still need 4 on 3rd down.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Ready, let go.
3rd down from the gun. Escapes the... Got it deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. Well, you don't like to see the fumble, but hey, at least they were able to be the ones to recover it, and they keep possession.
Yeah, and I think the key there was to stay calm through the chaos. Cooler heads prevailed and got him the ball back.
And he got a little too much leg into that one. That's a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity, no doubt. This ball's coming out to the 20. This New Orleans offense readied up for its 2nd drive of the contest. They already hold an early advantage here on the road, so looking for another touchdown to take full control of this game. Here's Carr. He's throwing deep to the left side. He's got it, complete. And he will score. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints grow their early lead to 13. Chris Olave with the touchdown. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Groupie to try the point after. That one splits the uprights. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. And that is a rough one, Brock. It came down well short of that 20-yard line minimum he needed, so this drive going to begin from the 40-yard line instead. So a rarity for anyone playing penalty bingo. It's a kickoff out of bounds and some great field position starting out. 1st and 10 from the 41.
Go.
To throw, Daniels. It's caught, Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
And he works this to the 38 before going down.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
He's on the move. Oh, he was on the move, and so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Opening frame of the game, and 2 times already, these defenders have got home for a home run sack. If they get their way, a lot more teammates are going to join them on the stat sheet with the takedown before this one ends.
Here we go.
To the air, 3rd and long. Throw complete to Eckler. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Facing fourth down, the Commanders will turn to Ramiz Ahmed for the field goal. Ball on the left hash, the distance 53 yards. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And that's going to keep the difference at 14 points.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Headed out right. He's going to keep it this time. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Oh, man, those defensive players hate slippery quarterbacks. Near impossible to keep them hedged in or corral them behind the line there. He evades them long enough to turn a potential loss into positive yardage.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Here's a give inside to Kamara. Crosses the 35, room for more. And he's all the way down to the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
That's the end of our 1st quarter. 3 more to go still on Monday night. Our score, 14-0. We'll return to Landover right after this. We're back for the 2nd quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. They stay on the ground with Kamara. He finds some space again. And he's taken down just in time at the 2. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. It's 2nd and goal. From the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
Did this defense ever need that or what? Just a step in some kind of right direction. Hopefully now they can build on that sack and claw their way back.
And he hauls it across for the New Orleans touchdown. The Saints stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating a defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Group B to try that point after. That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Commanders nothing. Blake Groupie to kick off for the Saints.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. And he needed a lot more power there. It came down a ways away from the landing zone, and they're going to start the possession up at the 40.
Kicking team.
He is shaking his head, and he's going to be wondering about that kickoff for a while. Couldn't keep it in the field of play, and that offense gets a gift to begin this drive.
Automatic first down.
1st and 10 from the 41.
Ready, ready! Ready!
Throwing now, Daniels. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And this one doesn't go far. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Into traffic, complete. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. It's enough for a 1st down. Nice find by the rookie quarterback from LSU.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
On 1st down, they'll run. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
A split second, all that kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
Back to throw. Here's Daniels. Pass is hauled in by the running back. They deliver a shot before he can get to the line.
It's a loss of 2.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Looks like a gain of around 7. That's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. And the Saints go in nickel. 3rd down. Here's Daniels. It's taken in by Eckler. And he gets this forward to the 19.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it gets a fraction closer as the lead's down to 18.
Well, he moved past that earlier miss pretty quickly here, Kate. Nice to see that. And now he can carry a little momentum with him to end this opening half.
It's all lined up. Ahmed ready to send this flying. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Saints and this running back headed back out for a new series. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
What now?
Carr back to throw. He's going to push one deep down the right. He's got his man. Complete. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
So the big play moves him well past midfield, has him set up now at the 35. Looking to throw, Carr. Getting out to his left. He takes it himself. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
2nd and 3 now.
Down! What's up?
Running behind center with Kamara. Broke through the tackle. Crashes through another one. And he will score. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. He broke the tackle he needed to, Brock. And how about that effort then to keep it going and eventually reach that end zone?
Yeah, that's awesome on the offensive side. Defensively, not every missed tackle is the same. It may be on a stat sheet, but sometimes that help to finish a play isn't arriving quick enough, and you're the only one. The last line of defense, and in that moment, you got to scratch, you got to claw, you got to tear to make the stop, because a broken tackle can mean a touchdown.
Groupie to try the point after. That one splits the uprights. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Groupie to kick off for the Saints.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Commanders head out now late in the first half. And we'll see if they try to establish some positive momentum before halftime here, Brock, or if they just choose to head off and lick their wounds. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line.
Ready? Ready?
Daniels back to throw. Rifles it, and it's caught. And it'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
And this one does not go far. So at halftime, the Saints fighting to an advantage on the road. Now we'll send you down the East Coast to our studios in Orlando. Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report. We just watched a solid first half from the veteran running back, Alvin Kamara. He chipped in a couple of touchdown runs as he was running with determination right from the word go.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back to the start of our third quarter. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. And he tried to finesse that one far too much. It doesn't come close to the landing zone, so set this drive off at the 40. So a rarity for anyone playing penalty bingo. It's a kickoff out of bounds and some great field position starting out.
Automatic first down.
First and 10 for him now, following the penalty.
Go! Hot it! Go!
Running it after the penalty. Oh, the football's loose. And the Saints grab it. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
The Saints back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And as this lead has grown, they have not taken their foot off the gas. No reason to expect them to slow down now on what could be a 4th consecutive touchdown drive. New set of downs for him from the 46.
Monday, down.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints push their lead further to start the half. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. In baseball, it's 3 strikes and you're out. I know you experienced that a lot, but on the gridiron, you're feeling pretty happy, right? If you can strike the end zone 3 times in one game.
Yeah, I'd rather go hockey and soccer. That's just the positive guy in me. They call that a hat trick. It's worth celebrating. And yeah, they should celebrate this effort.
That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Commanders 3. Blake Groupie to kick off for the Saints.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down. The offense will come onto the field. The Commanders and running back Austin Eckler headed back to the field. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, shot.
Motioning him from the slot right. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Let's go. Ready.
Sending the tight end in motion left.
Ready.
Staying with Eckler. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
From the gun on 3rd down. To the right side, complete. Big gain here. Now about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Forced out to his right. He can run it. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Trust. Kate, it is such a big part of playing the quarterback position. Yeah, you got to trust you can make the right reads in the passing game, but sometimes these little runs that just get that 1st down, it gains further equity, further trust with your play caller, and most importantly, gives you a 1st down for the offense.
And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Here's 2nd and 2. And the Saints came marching home, and they dropped him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a 1-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions, you get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense that just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Let's see what they went with on third down.
Shut up.
Back now, pressure on its way. The screen pass falls incomplete. This one intended for the running back. And that brings up 4th and long.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
On is Ramiz Ahmed for the Commanders' field goal try. Needs a good amount here, too. 51 yards away. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's only a small chip off of what's still a 29-point advantage.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
It's all lined up. Ahmed ready to send this flying. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down. The offense will come onto the field. The visitors returning their offense and this running back to the field. And they have leaned on him to get this offense to the end zone in the game, and he's delivered. He's hit pay dirt 3 times. Part of a really nice game for him so far, Brock. Been returning good value on the looks that he's been getting. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Down.
Now a run with Kamara. Breaks the tackle. Green grass ahead. Has a hole left. Room to run. At the 20. He's at the 10. They get to him, and he loses the football. It's out. Well, that didn't take long, Brock.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
Caught on the left side. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver.
And he'll go down. The Saints make the play. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Ready.
Daniels now. Escapes the pocket. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. The Commanders ready for the punt. Absolutely crushed his first punt, and here's another huge one. The work begins at the 31. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. Here comes the Saints offense. And the way they have just been running it right through this defense all game, Brock, it's really been astounding to see an NFL defense defeated so soundly.
You just don't expect to see a defense at this level of football get worked so much on the ground. Every unit prides itself, at least a little bit, on being an old-school throwback team who can win a slugfest in the trenches. Yet this ground game, they've been doing all the slugging here.
Down.
Throwing his car. Flush down now to his left. Now here he goes. He hurdles past him. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
What now? That's it.
Carr. Chased out to his right. Throwing deep towards the end zone. And he will score. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
Group B to try the point after. That one splits the uprights, and they'll continue adding to their lead.
Commanders 6. Blake Grumpy to kick off for the Saints.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. And this one doesn't make it into the landing zone. It comes down shy of the 20, and by the new rules this year,
Free kick out of
that means the
bounds.
ball is going to be placed at the 40-yard line. He is shaking his head, and he's going to be wondering about that kickoff for a while. Couldn't keep it in the field of play, and that offense gets a gift to begin this drive. 1st and 10 from the 41.
Go!
Daniels. He's on the move. He's running with it. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle.
Got it. Ready?
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
At the 46-yard line.
Here we go. Shot.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's tackled for no gain. No gain on the play, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Let's go. Ready?
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escapes the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. It's out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run. Only 1 quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the 3rd. It's the Commanders with possession, but they're in a pretty deep hole to start the 4th. New set of downs for him from the 46.
Here we go. Here we go. Let's go.
Now Daniels to throw. This ball's cut by McCaffrey. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Ready, ready. Let go.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Screen set up here. Jukes out a one-stop. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Ready.
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And the Saints are going to return this up beyond the 20 before being tackled. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Now, what's it hot?
Here's a give to Kamara. Finds a seam, left side, he's off to the races. And he will score, it's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Commanders all set to regain possession. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Got a man over the middle. Complete. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
That one's incomplete over the middle. Looking for his wide receiver there. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short?
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Get it! Get it!
To throw, Daniels. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints will set up just a little bit shy of the 40 following the tackle. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
This offense running out for a new series, led by their running back. With touchdowns on their last 2 drives, Brock, they're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row despite the lead? Let's find out. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. This is Kamara. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down.
Monday, now! That's it!
Another run for Kamara. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Now! 180! 180, we're good, we're good! 280!
They give it to him again. It's a great extra effort to keep that run going for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire. getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Saints rolling here in a laugher.
Now.
First down, ball at the 36.
What's up?
And he takes a knee.
Okay, time for the defense to think about getting that ball back. And this is where you've got to conserve every second. Got to expect the timeout coming any moment now.
Second down, probably going to see him kneel it again here. And they'll kneel this one down.
You got to expect the timeout is coming any moment now, right? If you want another shot with the ball, you'll need every second you can conserve on that clock.
What now?
Well, Brock, I think we're both thinking another kneel likely coming here on third down.
That's up.
And they'll take a knee.
Okay, time for the defense to think about getting that ball back. And this is where you've got to conserve every second. Got to expect the timeout coming any moment now.
So this a win on the road for the Saints. And we know how rain can wreak havoc at any moment on a football field, but they didn't let that stop them today. They played their game, and as a result, they're leaving here with a victory. So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time.